Hello, my desktop publishing students. Now, we just finished a video on trend lines, which gave you an idea of how your sales were progressing, one single line. Now, what we're going to do is called spark lines or spark columns, and we are going to make a mini graph or a mini chart of your sales. So, on the left-hand side here, I have made your mini line chart, and here I've made a mini column chart. All right, and this is what we are going to create. So I want you to go to cell I6. Okay, go to I6. All right, and now hold down your shift key and click in I10. Note I didn't take the total this time. I will down the road, okay? And I'm going to widen our column right now because I know that we need it. So I'm going to widen it a little bit like that. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to go to the Insert tab, all right? And now when you come across, do you see spark lines? And you see line, column, win, loss. Okay, I want to have line. Okay, for starters, we're going to have line. Now, this is a pretty easy one to read once you understand it, okay? So it tells you here, it says choose the data that you want, okay, for your data range. All right, now here, remember your little red collapse arrow? There, click on it, and we want to choose C6 across to F10. Okay, so come down here, C6 to F10. So I started at C6 and I went down to F10. Make sure yours is the same. All right, and now click OK, or click on that so you come back. And now it says choose where you want the spark lines to be placed. Well, I already selected it so that it knew, and it said I6 to I10, and that's correct. That's exactly what I want. And now I want to say OK. And there's my spark lines. But look at my spark lines. They look a little different to yours, okay? But that's okay for right now. I'll show you why. Okay, what we're going to do is I want to highlight now from row 6 down to row 10. And just put your cursor here, just the horizontal bar, double head arrow, and just drag down a little bit. I just want to make them a little bit wider, just so that you can see them better, okay? No other reason than that. All right, so now this time, I want you to click in cell I6. And do you see you're in this cell? And then the blue goes down here to show you that it's a grouping, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is that we are going to go back to our Sparkline Tools Design, okay? Sparkline Tools Design. And we want to go to the Sparkline Axis button. So you see the Axis button here? All right, click on it. And then we want to go down to where we have the vertical axis minimum value, all right? So when these charts started, they started with 1,000 as the minimum, or and this one's 1,200 and so on. So we want to start them all at the same place so that they are, balanced out. So we want to go to custom value. Oh, I went the wrong spot here. Hold on, my fault. Okay, vertical axis minimum value is what I want to go to, all right? And I want to go to custom value, and it already has 0. You don't have to change anything. You just have to click OK. And now it puts that they're all starting at 0 so that you get a true read on each of the frame sales, all right? So that was the importance of that, was just to make it 0 so you get a true read on it, all right? Okay, so now I want to stop there for a second. Okay, so now I also want to show you, I want to be here on your spark lines. Okay, so I want to go back to Insert. You're already there, I believe, so let's go back there, make sure you are. And I want to go to Sparklines Design. Okay, now with your spark lines, you can choose a style. So you can see all the different colors, whatever that you like. So choose one for right now. It doesn't matter to me which one you choose, just choose one. Now you can hardly see the spark lines. So what I want to do is I want you to go to View, and I want you to go to Zoom, and let's go up to 200%, okay, and say okay. All right, so now I'm going to scroll down here, but you can definitely see the sparklines really well, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go back to design, and first of all, if you want to change the sparkline color or line color, you can. So I've got kind of a gray color, so if I want to go with purple, I could go with purple. And now when we chose a style, you got a color and you got the markers, but you said, oh, I want to choose my own color of markers, okay? So now go and choose your own, but I'm not going to change mine. I like mine at red, so I'm going to leave mine at red. All right, now I want to show you that the high point markers can be marked with a different color. So I'm going to go and choose green. Okay, so now those are my high point markers. So can you see the high point on each one has turned green? And now if I go to the low point, okay, if I go to the low point, and maybe I will choose, what color? Maybe this teal blue I can see. Yeah, so that's my low point marker. So you can change the colors, and as I say, it looks just like a line chart. And that's all there is to it. So it's very easy to work with these. You just have to choose what you want. All right, let's go back to view. And let's just click on 100% for right now. That's all right. And come back here. Okay, I want to do now, I did the line sparklines with you. Now I want to do the column sparklines with you. All right, so I want you to click in cell I-14, but this time I'm going to include the total just so that you can see that, okay? So I'm going to hold down the shift key and I want to click in I-19. So I'm telling the computer where we're going to put the columns, right? Now I have to select my data, or in a minute I have to select my data. So what I want to do is I want to go to Insert, I want to go to Sparklines, and I want Column. So I'm going to click on Column. Choose the data that you want in your work, okay? So I want to make sure that I choose C14, so I want to be in C14, hold down my shift key, and this time I'm going down to the total, so I want to be in F19, okay, so C14 to F19, and it says choose where you want the sparklines to be placed. Well, I want them in I14 to I19, and I've already done that, so all I have to do is say okay, and there they are. Now, again, mine look different than yours. Why do mine look different than yours? Because I haven't put the minimum value to 0. So one more time, we're going to go to Axis here, and we want the vertical axis minimum value. Go to Custom, and we want it to be 0. And all you have to do is click OK. And now yours look like mine. All right, now the sparkline color, you could change the color, and you could say, hey, I want green. That's okay. Now, marker color, and again, you got all the colors and styles to choose here. If you said, okay, Lee, I don't like your green, I want maybe this burgundy, there's burgundy, okay? Now, the same thing here, we can change our high point. So I want my high points to be green. So my high points are green. I want my low points to be, I'll go with that teal again, I want them to be blue. So there, right away, you can tell on your charts what you've got. And that's all there is basically to Sparklines, so it's pretty easy. Now, click on your spreadsheet for a second, save your work, and there's just one other thing that I want to show you. All right, so now, if you click in the Sparkline here, now, if you said, go to Design here, and if you say Clear selected sparklines, it's only going to clear the one where my cursor is sitting. Okay, so watch. Clear. I cleared it, but not the rest. So I'm going to go Control Z. I want it back. Now watch. On my Design tab, I want to say Clear selected sparklines, and they're all gone. Okay, Control Z. So make sure you go over that and you understand that when you choose Design under Sparklines, Clear selected sparklines is only where the cursor is sitting. But if you say the group, that's the green and the blue. The whole group goes. So try it, but remember to go to Control Z to undo. All right, so save your work and we will stop there.